Have you ever been in a situation where you were just so overwhelmed with emotion and you felt angry, you felt uncomfortable, you felt sad, you just needed to get out of that situation and you really don't know where this is coming from, you don't know why this just came out of you, like all of this emotion, but for whatever reason, that scenario, that situation, or that person and their personality just triggered you. Well, believe it or not, a lot of our past is actually a main reason why we get so triggered over certain events, and it could have stemmed from something in our childhood, and that's why we don't necessarily understand where it's coming from or why it triggers us, but it's due to certain things that have happened in our past. So if you have experienced this, or if there's a loved one that you know has triggers like this and you just don't really know why, well, stick around because I'm going to share with you exactly where that comes from and why it happens. Hello everyone, my name is Amber and I'm so excited today because this is my first video on this channel after I don't even know how long, but I finally have realized that I wanted to start this journey with you all and share with you my passion in psychology, specifically mental health, self-discovery, also just self-awareness, mental awareness, and mindset. And so I want to share this with you because I can just help one person out there or help them get that like aha moment, then I feel like I'm doing my job. And so thank you for being here today. I don't want to take too long, so let's get right into this video. Let's go ahead and begin talking about where this all stems from, which is our childhood. So this is going to be a huge portion of this video because really that's where it all stems from. If you think about it, as a child, we are developing and growing at a much faster rate. And actually from 0 to 5 years old, that is the most rapid time where we are developing than any other moment of our development or in our life. And so during these ages, your experiences and just your childhood in general, your environment, the way that you are treated and loved has a huge impact on how your life is going to be set up as you get older. Let me get into that just a little bit more and explain in more detail exactly how that works. So the first thing that I want to share is that when you're young, the quality of your experiences are very crucial to your future and how you see the world and how you view people. So for example, when we are cared for and we have beautiful connections with our families and our parents, well, as you get older, you're gonna view the world in a more beautiful way, you're gonna trust people more, open up more to people, and just more of those kind of positive attributes and experiences are gonna happen for you. But if you are someone who has either been neglected or have been even abused, or your experience in your childhood, whether it's in the environment that you're in or it was from really anything, that's gonna do a domino effect. You might have more trouble trusting people. You might not know what it really is to open up to people. You may have lower self-esteem, you may even have anxiety or even depression, and all of that again is stemming from your childhood. Now the next thing I want to talk about is neuroplasticity, which is a really fancy word. I don't want to go super in depth into this, but I just want to give you the main ideas. Neuroplasticity is your brain's ability to adapt and change in certain experiences, and so the neurons in our brain are actually changing and building connections in our brain and our nervous system. So as an adult, If you think about it, we've already experienced a lot of things in our lives. And so when we go through certain experiences, we can have the ability to adapt and change through habit, just because we are more developed and we have seen other experiences. We have learned other perspectives. And so we have that ability. But there is that difficulty that comes from when we are a child. So as a child, if we've never experienced it before and we're just experiencing it, we are firsthand creating the foundation for what that truly means, whatever it may be. For instance, if we see a positive and beautiful, healthy parent relationship, we're gonna associate love to that. But if we see a relationship where there's a lot of fighting or trust issues or whatever it may be, we associate love with that. And as we get older, it may be harder to truly understand what it means to love a partner because we were never shown what it meant to be in a healthy relationship. And it's not that we can't adapt and change, but we do have to grow and learn and experience in order to get there. So if we went through some kind of traumatic experience, we are basically wiring our brain into thinking that events like that or similar to it are harmful or threatening or just bad for us. And so that is why we get triggered, and that is why our behaviors change in those experiences, especially when that experience was very overwhelming when it first happened. We might have not been able to store that information in a healthy way, and that is why when there are similar situations, we get very, very triggered by it, and then we don't necessarily know how to properly cope when that experience is happening. And so I'm sure you have experienced this at one point or another, but when you think about that triggering moment, what do you usually do? Right? You usually go into fight or flight mode, or you go into freezing, which is also known as pausing or freeze response. And a lot of people know what fight or flight is, but they don't know what the freeze response is. So I definitely want to go over that because I actually never knew about this. And when I learned about this, it made so much sense in my eyes because I used to do this. And I used to think, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Why do I do this? Like, why can't I just move forward? Or why do I react in this way? But first, fight or flight is when our nervous system, there's two parts of our nervous systems. I'm not going to get too specific about it, but there's one where our adrenaline and all of our high intense emotions just skyrocket, and then we have our other system where it actually calms us down and brings us at a more relaxed, normal state. And so during fight or flight, it's basically like if you think of deer in the headlights, you either can be right in front and just take it full on, or you want to flee. You just want to get away and escape and get far away from that experience or that feeling of emotion. And then pausing is when you just go completely numb. Like you just go brain dead. You're not even feeling anymore, and you're just literally like your mind is just not there. Like you're not there anymore, but your body is, and you just go numb. And I find this so common, but I don't hear it being talked about enough, and so I definitely wanted to bring this up in this video because I feel like a lot of us do this. We just go numb in certain situations and just try to let it go away on its own. But I just want you to know that you are human, and these are human experiences. We've all been through some kind of traumatic situation, unfortunately, and our responses are either fight or flight, or we go numb and we pause and we just freeze, right? And I just want you to know that you're not alone. Whatever that trigger is for you, whatever situation that you were in, I just want you to know you're not alone. You may not fully understand where these triggers come from, like specifically, But I just want you to know, with a lot of patience, a lot of learning about yourself, a lot of learning about others, things may come to the surface and you're able to heal from it. Next week's video is gonna be all about how to heal from trauma, how to heal from these open wounds that we may have and things that may still be triggering us. And so please subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button so that you're notified when next week's video comes out. And if you like this video, you thought it was informative, please hit the like button or even comment down below. Give me any feedback, so please let me know. Also, my Instagram I'm gonna put right here. I have started an Instagram where I'm gonna be posting a lot every single week with more information, more videos, just a lot of good vibes, and a space that you can go and just to learn new perspectives. Thank you so much for watching. I have so much in store for the future, so thank you so much for being here today, and I'll see you next time.